and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the ultimate travel solution. People say they like it when I do that voice sometimes, but whatever. Welcome to the ultimate travel solution. My name is Craig Joseph, and I will be your host today. So there's a couple things to make sure that you're in the right place. So you are in the right place if one or more of the following fits you. You love to travel, and you want to do more of it more affordably. You want to learn how to earn free flights, free cruises, free hotel stays, and much more. You may also want to learn how to make money in the travel industry. But most importantly, if you love helping people, you are definitely in the right place. So who am I? My name is Craig Joseph. I am a father, a husband, an educator, and a travel aficionado, if I'd say so myself. This picture is actually a really great memory for me. Um, See this guy right here? He is a sophomore in college. This is his first cruise ever. So I went with my father, my stepmother, and a bunch of other family, and I had an amazing time. I've been traveling since I was 2. My first international flight was from New York to Grenada. Well, my first solo international flight was from New York to Grenada. So I've been flying and I've been staying places all my life. I've been so many places that I can't even remember. But that cruise was one of the first times in my young adulthood where I realized traveling was a passion of mine and something that I wanted to share with others. When I got off my cruise, I wouldn't tell everybody about it. I wanted everyone to be on a cruise. And that's why I've been on so many afterwards. Cool. But enough about me. That is I honestly like the last thing you're really gonna hear about me. I'm not gonna make that promise. One of the last things you're gonna hear about me during this presentation. So, Surge365 is a company that I will mention a bit in this, but they are all about changing lives, and they change lives through the gift of travel. So if you had all the time and money you needed, what would you do? 99 out of 100 people said that they would travel. So an independent company did this survey, asked 100 people, hey, you have all the time and all the money in the world that you need. What are you going to do? 99 people said travel. So I'm pretty sure if I asked you that question, you would probably give the same answer. So from romantic trips to Paris, to fun and sun on the beach, to exciting nightlife and cruising the Caribbean, or maybe just skiing the slopes of Aspen. Everyone goes on vacation, and when they do, someone gets paid. I'm going to go a little bit deeper into that in a moment about exactly how that works. But just know, no matter where you booked your trip, no matter who you paid directly, someone else got paid as well. So Surge365 asks, why not you? Why not have those commission checks coming in? Why not get paid for helping people do what they were going to do anyway, but save a little money? So going back to the concept of every time you book a trip, someone gets paid. This is though a screenshot of the webpage from the Priceline group. So Priceline owns Priceline.com, Booking.com, Kayak. So if you ever compared prices between Priceline and Booking.com, you're like, you know what? Booking.com is $10 cheaper. I'm going to go there. That money went to the same place. But even more so, let's take a look at Expedia Inc. I'm going to pause for a second so I can say all these in one breath. Expedia Inc. owns Expedia, Hotels.com, the Expedia Affiliates Network, which a lot of home-based travel agencies are run out of. Trivago, HomeAway, Agencia, Orbit, Travelocity, Hotwire, the Vortex Group, Expedia Media Solutions, CarRentals.com, Classic Vacations, Expedia Local Expert, Expedia Cruise Ship Centers, Travel Paboo, and Silver Rail. And they own a lot more companies. Like that is just their major brands. So 9 times out of 10, when you book a hotel, when you book a flight, when you book a trip using a public website, you are giving Expedia money. Just how much money? We'll go into that in a minute. But this is publicly available. If you go to Expedia Inc.'s website, you can go and take a look at their earnings report. I'm not showing you anything that you can't find on your own. So these are screenshots directly from Expedia's earning reports. Okay, so who does Expedia determine to be their competition? They see competition as online travel agencies, wholesalers, and tour operators, like me. Travel suppliers, including hotels and airlines. The people who they get their inventory from are also their competition. Large online portal and search websites, like your Googles, like your Bings, the ones who are trying to step more and more into the travel space to be that go-between. Travel meta search websites. I'll explain what that is in a minute. Corporate travel management service providers. People who circumvent employees just going and booking their own travel, but they go directly to the supplier, or they create relationships at a corporate level. People who develop apps for travel applications. Social media websites, like the one we're on right now. E-commerce websites and group buying websites, as well as alternative accommodation websites like Airbnb. That's basically what they mean, Airbnb. So these are who Expedia feels is their competition. They also cite specifically the Priceline Group, which I mentioned before, Booking.com, and other OTAs in the market. Travel suppliers and search engines, including Google. So Expedia recognizes that there's a huge pot of money in the travel industry, and there's so many hands in it, but there's still space for your hand to be in it as well. Look how much money Expedia took in revenue for the year 2016. So this is the most recent earnings report. $8 billion. How did I get $8 billion? All of this is in the thousands. So 4,000, 60,000, 500,000, 3 million, 770 million, 700 million, 8 billion. That is amazing. So let's go a little bit deeper into this. How is this $8 billion in revenue broken down? They have their core OTA. So that is Hotels.com, Travelocity, Expedia, all of their main websites, as well as the affiliate websites that they have with people. All of that stuff makes up about $7 billion. Then Trivago, those great websites those great, what's it called again? Commercials that they have with Trivago, where they're showing all these different websites and they work hard to get you the best deal. All those websites are probably still owned by Expedia, but that's neither here nor there. That's another $500 million right there. Then Agencia, another 400 million. HomeAway, another 600 million. All that comes together to be 8 billion in profits, which is insane. But you may be asking, what does this have to do with me? Why should I care? Every time you book a trip on a public website, you are adding to this revenue. You're adding to these profits. But we want to give you the opportunity to take a cut from them. Welcome, Gerald. Thank you for coming in. We want to give you the opportunity to have something where you can have your own resources just like those public websites, but take a cut of their profits for your own home life, for the average Joe, to win one for the Gipper, as they say in that movie. So with the Pro Travel Network, you can travel more. Vortex, you can make more. Wholesale travel club membership, you can save more. Let's break this down to what it really means. The travel agent program includes the Pro Travel Network, which is a fully licensed and accredited host agency. It's IATA and CLIA certified. Those are the top certifications in the travel industry. You get a booking engine powered by Priceline, which you see is in direct competition with Expedia and is one of the larger OTAs in the industry. Back office and training, so you get insane amount of training. I'm personally a Princess Commodore. I'm a Jamaica specialist. I'm a specialist for so many different places. St. Lucia. It escapes me how many places I've done training on. And that training allows you not only to be a better professional in the travel industry, but also to live a better life. Like when you know the ins and outs of a location, you can plan a better vacation for yourself as well. The back office also includes travel commissions tracking, so you should know when you are going to get paid. They have great relationships with the biggest names in the travel industry. With all the cruise lines, they are at the top payout level for commissions. Apple Vacations, they are a platinum member. There's so many baked in, long-lasting relationships that the Pro Travel Network has that you get access to once you complete your quick initial training. So like by day 2. I won't say day 1. I'm trying to be as honest as possible. But let's say you find a client who you spend a week working on the perfect packages for them. And then they take that information, they do a quick web search, and they find it cheaper on one of the public websites that we talked about earlier. What do you do then? That's where the Vortex Plus comes in. It gives you leverage. It gives you leverage so that if they come back and say, well, I found it $10 cheaper on Expedia. Like, great. Check out this website as well. If we beat Expedia's price, book with us. If not, I definitely appreciate the experience and the time working with you so that I can make things better for your vacation. And what happens when they create their login and go into the Vortex? First, they go into their Vortex page. This is the first page they see. You put in your first name, your last name, your email address. You create a password that you choose. You confirm that password and click on instant access. When you do that, you get an email. That email, you click on it, you verify that you have ownership of the email, just like when you're setting up a new iCloud account or a Facebook account or any other new account. You got to verify your ownership. You do that, and then you have instant access to the booking portal that saves people money 85 to 90% of the time. So that $10 that they saved looking at one of those public sites, you 9 times out of 10, well, 8.5 times to 9 times out of 10, you are going to beat that by them looking on your Vortex website. So let's take a quick look at what the possibilities are. If you had sent a customer to your Vortex and they spent 3 nights in a 4-star hotel in Orlando, Florida, they could be saving $68 compared to those public sites. And what do you get? A check for $68. Let's flip this. Let's say it's a 2-person crew, 2 people on a cruise, and they're staying in a balcony stateroom, and they saved $191. Guess what? You just earned $191. Amazing. So we all know a lot of people. Just look at that counter on Facebook about how many friends you have. You know a lot of people. 99% of those people are going to travel for some reason. A wedding, a family reunion, just to get away from it all. A funeral, sometimes sadly enough. We had a lot of people who had to escape and to evacuate. There's so many unplanned travel trips that people need to take, and they need to get the best price. This is a gift that you're able to give people, allow them to get the best price. And let's say 100 purchases are made, not 100 people, 100 purchases are made through your Vortex in 12 months. And on average, they saved about $75. Guess what you just earned? $7,500 for pointing, for sending people to a website that is similar to what they already know. They're not changing their behavior, they're just changing where they do it and saving money in the process. Isn't that amazing? So this is not going to happen for everyone, but it's definitely possible. Let's review what we talked about so far. It's a travel agent program. Awesome sauce. Full accreditation, tons of training. You get to book trips for people. You get to book those weddings. You get to book trips to the Holy Land. You get commissions off of that. For those people who want to book things on their own, or to give you a little bit of pushback on price, you have your Vortex travel website that saves them money 85 to 90% of the time. There's a patent pending algorithm that finds the right price. It finds that lowest price that's publicly available and then drops it to a price that's not available on the public web. So 85 to 90% of the time, people are saving money, and whatever they save, you get back as a cash reward, which is amazing. And if that person wants to book that trip at 3 o'clock in the morning in their pajamas, they can do that. And you don't have to be there. You don't have to walk them through anything. It's point and click, is grab and go, is something that they are very familiar with. So you just have to make sure they know that resource exists. Next thing we're going to talk about real quick is the wholesale travel membership. This is the big daddy. This is what brought me into this. This is what brought a lot of my friends into this, the wholesale travel membership. So what does it do? It takes your vacations to the next level. With the Vortex Platinum, you get 150% price match guarantee. You get a concierge. So when you're done figuring out trips with everybody else, you can just have the concierge figure out all your trips for you. You have insider pricing, pricing that is lower than the Vortex that you give publicly, lower than anywhere else that people will find. That's why we have that 150% price match guarantee. The vacation vault, which I'll talk about a little bit deeper in a minute. So at the time of this screenshot, the total member savings for everyone who used the Vortex and used the Vortex Platinum was $30 million. So that's $30 million that would have went to one of those public sites. Let's think of this. Expedia still made $8 billion, even with something like this in existence, that pulled $30 million of savings out of the marketplace for them. So if that is possible, wouldn't you say that it's possible for you to make a little bit of money in this industry? Just a little bit. Just a touch. Just a tad bit. So that's why this screenshot is here, just show you how crazy this is. And as of right now, that number is up to 37 million since Surge365 has been in existence. It's crazy. So let's take a look at some examples of some of the insider pricing you're able to get. So Miami Beach, 4-star resort, 3 nights. The lowest internet price is $1,484. Your price as a member is $833. That means you save $651, which is amazing. That's you saved more than what you paid to get into this. And you got 1,250 reward credits. Talk about that in a second. The balcony stateroom, Alaskan cruise for 2, lowest internet price $4,307. You paid $3,732 as a member. You save $575, still saving more than what you paid to get into this. and you get 46,528 reward credits. That's a free flight, but I'm gonna go deeper in a second. If you want to see like a great example just how big these savings can get, this is not even the craziest savings I've seen, but everyone knows Manhattan is pretty expensive. If you go to Midtown Manhattan and you want to spend about 5-6 days, these are the prices you're seeing, those public prices. $7,000, $3,000, $6,000. But that's not what you pay when you have insider pricing. When you have insider pricing, you pay the $3,800, saving over $4,000. You pay that $2,590, saving about $1,500. This is real. This is from the actual membership. This is what you can get. So taking a quick look at some other ways that people have earned reward credits. They spend a week in Cabo. Who doesn't want to spend a week in Cabo? Earn 96,000 reward credits. They spent a week in a 4-star 2-bedroom resort, 5 minutes away from the main gate of Disney. 89,000 reward credits. What can you do with these reward credits? You really want to know. So the beauty of your vacation vault, the beauty of the reward credits is that you use them like cash on the website. And they're good for 10 years with no blackout dates. None. So think about your best rewards program on a credit card. Just think about it right now. Think about your friend who's always talking about their Sky Miles. Do they have a program where they can use those points at any time with no restrictions? Are those points always worth the same thing? If they have an emergency and need to cash out those points, will it be worth the same today as it was yesterday as it will be tomorrow? 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. These reward credits, the answer is yes. Once you earn them, you can use them for gift cards. So the new iPhone is supposed to be going on pre-order pretty soon, right? Guess what? If you had enough reward credits, you could have cashed out an Apple Store gift card and use that towards your iPhone. Like, isn't that crazy? Or you can get a Target gift card and go buy a nice case. Or you can go have a nice meal. You can go on a helicopter ride in Vegas just using your reward credits. You can fly to Vegas just using your reward credits. And the best thing about reward credits is that it's not just on the stuff that you spend money on. Every Vortex customer earns you reward credits as well. So when you send someone to your Vortex site and they book their trip at 2 o'clock in the morning in their pajamas, not only are you getting the cash rewards of whatever they save, you are getting back reward credits. So your reward credits combined with their reward credits is a whole lot of reward credits. And then you can use that like cash on the site with no blackout dates. They're good for 10 years. Use it for activities, cruises, flights, hotels, you name it. I'm just trying to make sure you guys get this real quick. All right, let's review what we talked about. I know I threw a lot at you. Let's review this real quick. So with the Vortex Platinum, you get the travel agent program, full access to travel suppliers, their training, fam trips, the whole 9. The Vortex, a website where you can send people to, they save money, you make money, and everybody happy. The 150% price match guarantee. If you happen to find your trip for a lower price somewhere else, not only will the company match it, but they would beat it by 150% of the difference. Insider pricing you're not going to find anywhere else. Vacation vault, stack those points, cash out those gift cards, cash out those flights, cash out those cruises. A travel concierge. Let me tell you about the concierge real quick. Don't want to take up too much of your time. I thank you for holding through so far. I just want to make sure you get how real this is. So, the person who introduced me to Surge365, he went to Thailand last year. How did he book his Thailand trip? Called up the concierge and said, hey, I want to go to Thailand. They're like, awesome. When? He gave them dates, the amount of people going. They researched the trip, researched the flights, researched the accommodations, presented him with like 3 packages. He chose one, and boom, pay for it, good to go, right? Mostly. So, after they chose the flight, there was a little snag. The airline kicked it back and said, we have 2 out of 3 sites, 2 out of 3 seats. We overbooked this flight. So, that's not going to work. I'm not going to have a friend fly by themselves all the way to Thailand. Nah, that's not what friends do. So, the concierge went to work. They found a similar flight that left around a similar time, but it costs a little bit more. Now, the next thing I'm going to tell you, don't expect this, but this is just the level of service that they provide. Who ate the difference in cost? Was it my friend who introduced me to this, or was it the Vortex Platinum? That's right, they used their company card to pay the difference and make sure that everything was taken care of the right way. That's the level of customer service that you get with a travel concierge. He went to Thailand. He had an amazing time. He took pictures with the tigers and the different temples and all that. It was amazing. I'm like next time I need to go to, but that's neither here nor there. That is the beauty of having your travel concierge. But how do we, Surge365, compare to the vacation clubs that you know of, or the timeshare companies that you may have heard of? The top 4 vacation clubs start as low as $7,200 to buy in, and they have a high of $30,000 to buy in. The average monthly payment is $200, plus the average maintenance fee is about $100. Don't forget, if it's an RCI property, there's another $69 per year of an annual fee that's tacked on there. For what? A week? A week stay at a resort, or a week where you can go with your friends and family someplace, and you have to try to negotiate that week in advance, and you can only stay at a Marriott, or you can only stay at a Hilton, or only stay at a Disney property. You can't mix and match. Let's compare that to the Vortex Platinum. One-time license fee of $399.99 plus your $59.95. What does that make that? $458 to get started versus $7,200. And with the Vortex Platinum, all those properties that belong to those places you just saw, the majority of them, I would say 90% of them, are available in your Vortex Platinum membership at below public pricing. So you're getting access to the same properties, but without the limitations, for less. It is a no-brainer. And if you decide that you want to be able to sell the memberships to other people, to refer people, to have people get, get the same kind of deals that you're getting, that way you're not being selfish, allowing others to really have the benefits for their family and for their friends, your monthly fee is waived after 3 referrals. Isn't that amazing? So instead of that $59.95 a month, that goes all the way away, as long as those 3 people are active. So today is a day that you make a choice. Do you want to be a travel agent at $99 plus $39.95? Do you want to be a travel agent with ability to send people to a website that gives you leverage for $199 plus $49.95? Or do you want to do the big daddy of them all, the Vortex Platinum, for that $399 plus $59.95, where you get the travel agency, the Vortex website, the vacation vault, insider pricing, 150% price match guarantee, and the concierge. I know which one I chose. I was all the way platinum. In fact, when I joined, platinum was the only option. And don't forget, platinum is the only level where you can be 3 or free. The other 2 levels, that monthly fee does not go away. Is with you forever. So, and if you decide to do the first 2 levels, if money's kind of tight, you're like, you know what? I just got 99, or I just got 199 plus that monthly fee. You can start off at the travel agent or the Vortex Plus, and within 30 days, you can just pay the difference to go up to platinum. After 30 days, you gotta pay that platinum price for platinum. So the billionaire Richard Branson stated, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity, you're not sure you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later. This is that amazing opportunity. This is your time to say yes. And if you really want to get involved, direct message me. I am you. If you have deeper questions, type it in the chat box or direct message me. I am an open book. I'm not in it for myself. I'm in it to really make sure people know what they're already doing. You're putting money in the pockets of these major corporations when that same money could be going back into your pocket or the pocket of a loved one. This is what this is all about. And with the income disclaimer, I'll let you read that. You can read. It is awesome. But we do not make assurance that examples of past earnings can be duplicated in the future, but it is definitely possible. In the past month, we've had people who've earned insane amounts of money. But that's not what this presentation is about. This presentation is about you, not them. That's why I purposely don't talk about the bonuses or the referral bonuses or the commissions. That's not what this is about. This is about you making a decision to change your life for the better. And if you're serious about this and you want to get in within the next 48 hours, contact me. There's a special offer that's going on that I can't go into on Facebook. But let's just say it substantially reduces the amount of money that you have to pay to start off.